Yo, what's good? It's your homeboy T-Pain, aka your girlfriend's boyfriend. And understand this if you don't understand anything else. Right now, at this very exact moment, you plugged in with Jay. Get your plugs together, man. I got the best plugs. Your plugs are terrible.
Let's go to Goat Talk. You plugged in with Jay right now. This is
Jay, I heard you named your dog after me. Cameron Jordan, New Orleans Saints defensive end?
Guys, this is Jamal Anderson with my boy Jay Parrish. Check him out, y'all. He's bringing that heat all
What
the
up,
time.
guys? It's Kenyon Drake, current Arizona Cardinals running back, and you're listening to my boy,
It's
Jay the
Joshua
Plug.
Kelly, and you're listening to my boy, Jay the Plug.
What's going on,
Boom!
guys? Jonathan Taylor here, Indianapolis Colts running back, and you're listening to my boy, Jay the Plug.
Notice, got that fuego.
I'm Morgan Fox, and now you're plugged in with Jay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Plugged In with Jay. I, of course, am the host, Jay the Plug, here with defensive lineman from the Los Angeles Rams, Morgan Fox. Mr. Fox, thank you so much for being here. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Excellent, excellent. It's a pleasure to have you, buddy. So we'll go pretty quick. It's just basically a question and answer kind of show, and see, maybe we can have a little bit of fun while we're doing it. So, all right. So, something that I learned is that you actually went undrafted in the 2016 NFL draft. What was that process like for you? If you could fill us in, kind of what was going through your head. Did you get ready for the draft? Did y'all have a party for it? What was your draft progress?
So, I mean, at the time, the agent I was with at the time kind of had he put no disillusions in my head on what was going to be going on. You know, I didn't think that I was going to be drafted high. There were some teams that were talking about potentially drafting me, but I understood, you know, where I was coming from and kind of the overcoming that hurdle. Being a little smaller, overcoming the D2 hurdle. So I really had no disillusion on what was going on. And I didn't really have a party. I had a couple of my friends over the last day just so we could hang out. We figured the phone call would come after the draft anyways. So we just kind of hung out. And then when the call came, it came.
Cool, man. Sounds like you understood what was going on. No Aaron Rodgers type, bummer there. So
I knew what was up.
So ultimately, the Rams signed you, placed you on your practice squad. I'm sure this goes without saying, but I mean, did that motivate you even more to get on that squad to become a starter?
Honestly, yeah. I tried to take it kind of day by day, and at the time I recognized how good the unit I was, got put on was. That unit at the time, Rob Quinn, AD was coming in, Brock. They had Will Hayes, Eugene Sims, like that. It was a top D line in the league, and I was this little D2 guy just getting thrown in. So I was really going in with the mindset of, hey, I'm gonna take as much as I can learn from these guys and being around them and absorb it. And if this doesn't work out, then take it somewhere else when I get another shot.
Sure, absolutely. So finally got that well-deserved opportunity in 2017 to start against the Colts. Tell me about that. For you, what was it like when you were on that line during that game? What were the emotions? How were you feeling?
I was excited. I got a couple plays with a burn in my rookie year, with Fish, leaving, and I got pulled up for that. So I kind of had a little inkling of it, but that this was a year, and that new year, new coaching staff, finally get to play and get to prove that I can play and that I belong. So I was really excited to go out against that team that year, and it was a blast.
Yeah, you had a pretty good little play in that, I believe. Didn't you didn't get a safety?
Yeah, Corey stripped the running back, and then I ended up jumping on the whoever grabbed the ball in the end zone for a safety.
That kid. All right. So tragedy struck May of 2018. You go ahead and elaborate on that for us if you don't mind.
Man, so it was like the last practice of the week, last period of the last day of practice of OTAs of that week. going into, I'm pretty sure it was Memorial Weekend. And wasn't even supposed to be out there. Me and a couple of the other guys were supposed to come off, but we wanted just one more good rep. Ran a game with Brock. It was a beautiful game, came clean, just was going too fast, stumbled, leg got caught up weird, twisted, and it went out. The grass monster jumped up and grabbed me.
On your last rep, you took one
On
last
the last rep.
Oh my God.
You can't write a tragedy worse than that.
Oh, God, dude, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Well, obviously you came back from it, man. And you're killing it now, so that's awesome to see. So
Appreciate it.
I know there are a lot of guys that have superstitions when it comes to game day. I'm kind of superstitious when it comes to watching my team play. There's even times where if I stop watching, like if I go grab a drink or something and I'm not watching and they start winning, I stop watching completely because I feel like I had something to do with it. I know it's kind of ridiculous, but do you have any such superstitions that you have on game day?
I mean, I'm trying to think. Like I used to be big on, I had to have, like in college, I had to have a Chick-fil-A milkshake the night before every game. That was it in college. A cookies and cream milkshake from Chick-fil-A.
Nice.
Now that I got in the league, I don't really have too many superstitions, the night before or anything like that. I think it's more so a routine now than superstitions. Like I do the same thing at the same time every day leading up to the game. Like Friday, Saturday, I'm doing the same thing. I'm eating breakfast at the same time. I'm eating the same breakfast. So I guess my routine is my superstition.
I was going to say, it sounds like that. Like if anything like that is out of whack, do you feel like something's off?
Oh yeah. Like if I go down there to have my pregame meal and they don't got rice or any kind of carb, and then I start like, all right, this is going to be weird. I'm going to be playing this game with really nothing in my stomach now.
Yeah, man, there's your superstition right there, Morgan. All right. So something I'm always interested in asking players, like when you're lined up across from that offensive line and you're just, what's going through your head whenever a play is about to snap off? Is it the same thing every time? Like, I mean, you just going to kill, or what's the process in your mind?
It just depends on, honestly, like down and distance. Sometimes, if it's definite rundown, I'm kind of thinking, hey, when he moves, you move. Where he goes, you go.
Right.
Or, if it's pass rush and I know I'm rushing, it's just, hey, go. As soon as the ball snaps, go. That's all going through my head. Like, we got to go.
Right.
And then sometimes it's nothing. If I'm going to be honest with you, it's survival mode. It's quick ball. I'm getting on the ball and I'm like, okay, let's survive this.
Got you, man. That's an awesome answer. Just nothing. Just blank.
Sometimes it's just blank, and it's like one of those things, when you do something and someone asks you how it happened, and you're like, I couldn't tell you. I don't know what was going through my head. I don't know how it happened. It just did, and here we are.
That's awesome, man. I love it. It's second nature to you.
Yeah, you just kind of go. You're just in that. It's that flow state.
Yeah, I got you. If you could take us through a day in the life of Morgan Fox.
Is it like pre-COVID life, or right now it's pretty boring. I work out and I play video games right now. That's about it. But it's off season normally, obviously pre-COVID and when, you're allowed to do things, I usually go home, see my dad, go to Colorado, go to Virginia, see my mom, hang out with my friends. I do a lot of working out just because I like it. It's, something I do to, a little release. And then it just depends. If I can go snowboard, I'll go snowboard. If I can just go camp, go hike, do something like that, I'll go do it. Just try to be outside as much as I can. Yeah. And then, but normally, like a normal day, I get up usually about 8 at the latest, have a shake, go work out for about 2 hours, come home, and then try to run some errands, knock anything out that needs knocked out, go sit out by the pool, go hike, like I said, go do something until dinner time, and then eat dinner, watch a couple movies, and pass out.
Normal living, man. I got you.
Normal dude.
So you play video games. Are you a big gamer?
I wouldn't say big gamer. I'm an all right gamer. I'm like a casual gamer.
Yeah, you and me, we're right here, dude. Like,
yeah.
If I get on Call of Duty, anything like that, I'm the guy who every once in a while have a good game, get a couple kills here and there, but I'm mostly just cannon fodder.
That's me. I'm the anchor. I'm the guy everyone needs to yell at to get their frustrations out. I'm the anchor of the team.
Yeah, man. They all need an anchor.
Everyone needs an anchor.
All right, man. I know being a part of team, traveling, spending a lot of time with these same guys, I always like to ask, who would you say is the funniest guy in the locker room, more of the class clown, if you will?
We got a couple dudes who are hilarious. I would probably say Brock is up there. He might be one of the funniest people I've ever met.
All right.
Like there's a couple times he's had me crying laughing.
Really?
And it's hard to explain how. It's just he's the kind of guy, like, his laugh is infectious. Like, it might not even be funny, and then he just starts laughing, and you're like, oh, maybe it was funny. Like that. For me, it would probably be Brock.
Okay, I got you. Anybody who's a big prankster? Like, I hear, like, other places. I talked to David E. Wilson before, and he said that Eli Manning is a huge prankster. Other guys in other locker rooms. Anybody on the Rams, big prank artists?
I think everyone. We all just take any chance we get. Yeah, we'll mess with each other, do something to make someone jump or just mess with each other. I mean, AD is a big little kid. He's an awesome dude, and he likes to mess around just as much as anyone else. So he might not be pranking you. You might end up in a wrestling match or something.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to get a wrestling match, man. Is there a player that has influenced you the most, like past, present? Anybody that you've really been influenced by?
Honestly, I think I try to be a product of everyone I've been around, and I wholeheartedly do believe that I am a product of the coaches and the players that have been around the last couple of years. I try to tell, like, when I go places and young guys ask me, like, advice or something, I always tell them to try to be like Frankenstein. Be different pieces of people to create you. And because that's really what it is. There's a lot of coaches that you might not take everything from them, and you kind of take one or two things, and then you take one or two things from Aaron, you take one or two things from Brock, one or two things from Bash, and then you kind of slowly, one or two things from Will Hayes or Connor Barwin, guys like that. They've all kind of somehow been an influence on me. So I don't really want to credit one person, but I'm definitely a product of everyone I've been around.
That's a phenomenal answer, man. Be like Frankenstein. I love it. That's
yeah.
For someone that's fantastic. All right, and probably my favorite question to ask: what's your favorite memory so far as a professional football player?
Oh,
I know that's a tough one. I know it's tough. There's so many.
It is tough. I think
anything crazy to happen, anything like that.
There's a couple. So I think my second year, when everyone thought we were going to be bad, with we had the coaching transition and we were coming off a rough season. I think when we came out against Atlanta and we made the playoffs for the first time in a while, and the whole stadium was rocking. Everyone was on their feet. They had Nipsey playing in the background. Everyone had their towels up, going nuts. Like, that was one of my top moments, I think, just because, like, kind of the whole narrative behind what was going on. Like, people didn't think we were going to be good, and we were really good. People didn't think we were going to make the playoffs, and we made it for the first time in years. And so that was probably that I was a part of was my favorite moment, and then seeing my teammates win in New Orleans and to go to the Super Bowl, just because I know, I've worked with them. I just wasn't. I know. I'm sorry.
Hey, it happens.
I just walk, because I know how hard, like AD and all those guys work, and to see how much it meant to them was just cool. Even though I wasn't a part of it, I was watching it from the side, but
right,
stuff like that's up there. And I think this year was again in the playoffs, the last sack and Russell Wilson on fourth down to end the game. I think was my favorite personal moment that I've been a part of.
That's awesome. So let me ask you a couple other questions that weren't on the list, if you don't mind, that I was thinking of.
Let's do it.
Who would you say is the toughest quarterback that y'all have had to take on so far?
I will say this year when we played Aaron Rodgers, that was up there. I played against Tom Brady, and he was phenomenal. But that game against Green Bay, I just felt like, man, this dude's legit. Like, there's nothing we could do to stop anything at this point. And
playing lights out this season.
He played awesome, and he is. I think that for me, that's the toughest quarterback that we played in my career here.
Yeah. All right. Pre-game or whenever you're training, what kind of music do you like to listen to? What does Morgan Fox have on his playlist?
Oh, it just depends. It depends on the mood I'm in. Sometimes, you know, I'll pregame's pretty consistent, and it's once I'm in the locker room, it's basically metal from as soon as I walk out of the hotel and get up to game. It's pretty heavy metal and pretty hard rock stuff.
Right.
But if I'm trying to just relax and not get too hyped, like on a night game, it'll probably be some rap and some stuff like that leading up to it. And then when I'm around my teammates and it's kind of getting that pregame vibe going, we're all going, it's going to be, you know, rap, whatever's playing.
I got you. What about whenever you're driving around? What kind of music you listen to?
I listen to everything. I'll listen to jazz. I'll listen to country. I'll listen to old country. I'll listen to indie music. It's just really whatever. I'll have rap on. I'll have rock on. It's just whatever mood I'm in.
I got you. It's the same way with me, man. I'll be listening to Lil Wayne or Nipsey, like you're talking about, and then Hank Williams Jr., Hank Williams.
Yeah, I'm the same way. The only thing I can't do is I can't stand pop country. I can't do it. So it's the only thing I won't listen to.
Oh my God, I'm the same way, man. I can't get with it. I can't. I miss the old.
I'm with you. I'm not a part of that movement. I can't do pop country. I can't.
No.
It's got to be the old, slow, painful stuff. That's what I need.
Garth Brooks, George Strait, Tracy Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Man, yeah. I'm right there with you, man. So I made a pair of shoes for you before.
Yeah, those are sick.
No, I appreciate that, man. I got told to make them in a specific way, so I did it the way that they asked me. So for this interview, I'm gonna get you hooked up with another one, man. What would you want to see? You want more color? What you want?
Oh man, I'm trying to think. That's hard. You put me on the spot too. I'm not good on the spot. I might need time.
All good. I got you. Whatever you need, let me know.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I might need like a couple hours to think about it. I'm awful on the spot. I'm awful on the spot. Man.
That's why I always ask, man.
I crumble under pressure.
All right, man. Awesome, buddy. Well, Morgan, it was awesome to have you on the show. Thank you so much for joining me, man. And hope to have you on again real soon. Hope we get you just crushing somebody in a game that we get to talk to you about in the future. And man, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you. Thanks for having me. I had a blast, man. You made this COVID experience a little more fun than just sitting at home. So I really appreciate you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, man. All right, buddy. We'll talk to you later on.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
All right, you too.